This is Chris Coe with your Peak Fitness Dumbbell Row Progressions. Alright, for our first exercise in our Dumbbell Row Progression, we have what's called a Renegade Row. Alright, for this I'm going to set up into a push-up position on the dumbbells here. I'm pressing into one dumbbell, pulling up on the other, trying not to rotate my torso. So oftentimes when clients do this, they will do quite a rotation of the torso. I want to use my arm to do this only. So I'm pressing down into the dumbbell, trying to generate stability, pulling up with one, pressing down, pulling up with the other. Alright, from here we can do this either alternating one side at a time or an alternating version, and we can also move to a one-arm version for people that have wrist or shoulder problems. We can use one hand to kind of stabilize here and pull in this fashion. Alright, from here the progression for this would be to start maybe on something like a bench or an inclined surface, much like a push-up, and then move to a bench to the floor, and that's kind of where you would start. And with this we're not looking to weight it up excessively. We might go 25, 30, 35 pounds, but we're not going to go beyond that. And for many of our clients, we prefer to use the chrome dumbbells simply because these are a little bit more accessible on the wrists. We find that the round dumbbells a little harder, the kettlebells once again a little harder as well. You can use either, but kind of keep that in mind. All right, for our next variation, we have what is called a one-arm reverse grip row. So we did the double reverse grip row in our progression. We can move back to this position and just do this in a one-arm fashion. And this is a great way, once again, to kind of maximize our dumbbells, maximize our weight, make sure the client is pulling the proper form. But we're kind of we can really weight this up pretty well. Press into the bench to generate some stability, pause at the top, and come back down. Now for our last exercise, we have a one-leg, one-arm row. All right, with this, I'm going to hold on to the bench for support. I'm going to come down, stick my back leg up behind me, try to get my back flat like a table, and just pull up. This is a great exercise for reinforcing the connection between one hip and the opposite shoulder, and one we use with many of our athletes. Now, from here we can progress this exercise, make it a little more unstable by pulling from a bench or even just the air itself. So I'm going to start in this position, pull, come down, pull, come down. Once again, this is not necessarily an exercise that we want to weight up excessively, but more for balance and proprioception. So with that said, those are your Peak Fitness Dumbbell Row Variations.